Up next, Greenstrawberry hangar crew and equipment. Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiAntasy.com and welcome to another unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at 4 sets, the Hangar Crew Volume 1, 2, and 3, and the Hangar Equipment, all from Greenstrawberry. I'm doing them all in one video instead of 4 very short videos. This way you can see them all in one shot. As always, we'd like to thank Lucas and Greenstrawberry for sending these guys over so we could check them out and show them to you. So if you haven't yet, go to greenstrawberry.cz and check out everything they have. And also, once the video is over, like I said, I'm not going to put a slideshow at the end of the video. You can come over to Sci-Fi Antasy and check out the article with all of my pictures of these guys, plus the pictures from Greenstrawberry. So enough yakking out of me. Let's get over to the bench and see what's going on. Okay, the first one we're going to take a look at is Hangar Crew Volume 1, then we'll just go in order. This one is the Pilot with Mechanics on Inspection, it's called, and it's kit 72001. Comes in a hard cardboard box, and then we'll open it up and show you what's inside. The box comes with the instruction sheet as usual. It shows you the picture of what's in there, the 3 figures, and which pieces go to each figure. The package comes with 3 men, and this guy's a little bent over. It's very hard to see on camera the features and everything, so we'll have to check out the photos. But he comes on a pour stub with his arms, one in the front, one in the back. This way you don't have to mix them up in the bag and try to figure out which one they are. So you have to cut off the pour stub. There's a little flash from the casting, but that's no big deal. You take that off, take it off in between his legs and the other arm, and slap him together. So let's check out the other 2 figures. Next up is the little guy with his clipboard, checking things out. Same thing, his arm is on the pour stub itself with a little flash. So you could just take that off and put them together. These guys are nicely detailed for very, very small kits. It's really hard for my eyes. I don't know how you guys that do the braille scale like this paint them up, but it's a nice little figure. So let's check out the last one. And the last figure in the Volume 1 package is the Pilot. He's holding his helmet. He's got the air thing on his chest, and you can see little hoses and details like that. And his one arm is on the pour stub again on the side. And again, you just have a little bit of flash that you got to clean up and take care of that. But he's a good looking figure overall. So let's take a look at the second package. Okay, so this is the Volume 2 package. We're not going to go over the instructions on the next set of figures. They're all the same, the one sheet, and they show you where everything is. So this guy's kneeling down. They're all in 1/72nd scale, and these are made for pretty much the Bandai kits for the Star Wars vehicles. But they can be used on other 1/72nd scale items. Again, you got the pour stub with a little bit of flash. You can see his helmet. He's got nice detail down the side with the tubing and stuff like that. He's got the thing on his chest over there. I don't know what it's called, but it's got detail on there so you can paint that up. And he would be working on something down below. So let's take a look at one of the other figures. Here's the next figure in the set. He's kind of looking like a pilot. He's got all the helmet and all that other good stuff on. His arms are on the side there and there. This one you got to be careful cleaning off the flash because it's right on his hand, and his hand is very tiny. You don't want to mess up his hand because that would be very hard to fix up. You can see the detail around his legs, and then the back over here goes right around the back, so you can take care of all of that. Let's look at the last figure in the set. And this is the last figure in the second set. Again, the arms are connected to the pour stub at the bottom, and the further out hand has flash on it on top of the hand, so you have to be careful. You can see the detail again on his legs and on his chest. And here's the back of the figure. Oh, let's get him in focus. You can see the creases in his pants and stuff like that. So they're nicely detailed, but again, 1/72nd scale and very small. Next up is the Hangar Crew Volume 3, and this is more of guys in regular suits that would be around the diorama. This guy, he's kneeling down, and his arms again are on the pour stub. He only has one arm over there, but this one you can see actually the mold line right down the middle of his face and his chest, which is going to be difficult to clean up and keep the detail, especially on his face in such a small scale. So Lucas may want to take a look at how these are being cast. Maybe this is just a one-off that has that bad mold line down the face like that. None of the other figures had that at all. So if you do have a mold line like that, you're going to have to be really, really careful taking that off and cleaning him up. But you can see he's kneeling down. He's got his little clipboard. You can see his belt around the back and stuff like that. So he's looking good, except for that mold line right down the middle. That's a shame on this one. And this is the second figure in the set. You can see his arms are on the pour stub again. You just cut those off, get rid of the flash, and he's fine. No mold line down the front or anything like that. So he's clean on the front and he's clean on the back. So hopefully that's just a one-off on the kit I got, and the others aren't like that. So let's check out the droid that's in this batch. So we'll go to the droid. He's in 3 separate parts on the pour stub. You can see his little itty-bitty legs that you'll have to just cut off of here, paint up, and put on him. So let me show you the top and bottom half of the droid. Here's one half of the droid. You can see the detail in here. The bottom over here is the pour stub, so you'll have to take that off, otherwise you'll have a gigantic droid. You can see the detail on the side over there and over there. And then on the second half, again, you have the pour stub down here. You can take that off. Got the detail on the front, the little gash on the side, and then it's clean. Now when you're doing these, follow the directions. This way you know which side is the top half and the bottom half when you're putting them together. So let's take a look at the final set. And in the last package is the Hangar Equipment Volume 3. I did not have Volume 1 and 2, so I don't know what pieces come in those, but this does not come with any instructions. They're all already just one piece that you get to paint up and put on your diorama. So you have this big cube of stuff. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be, but it's there, so you can enhance the diorama by adding some little cargo and stuff like that around the diorama. It's one piece. You just cut off the pour stub, paint it up, and you'll be good to go with this. Up next in the set is this little crate cargo holder. Got little handles on the side there and a little handle there. Again, pour stub, paint it up, slap it on the diorama, and you got yourself a nice little piece of Hangar equipment. This is the third piece of Hangar equipment, and you got your pour stub on the bottom. These are like canisters. You can see the tubes coming out of the front. They go around the side over there. And then you got the flat backing over here. So you can paint these up again any color you want and just add them next to an X-wing or a Y-wing or something like that. This way it adds a little bit more realism. So let's check out the last piece in this set. And this is the last piece in the set. Again, as I've said on all of them, you just have the one pour stub. So you cut that off. And even if something gets chopped off a little bit, that's the bottom, so you're not going to notice it. That's another crate type deal. Just cut it off, paint it up, give it a nice wash, and throw it in the corner. You can have one of the guys with his hands resting on there or something like that. Keep it right by one of the ships and it'll look really good. So that's pretty much it for all these kits. Well, that's it for this video. Again, I'd like to thank Lucas for sending over the products, the Hangar Cruise and the Hangar equipment. They're all nice kits. They're pretty nicely detailed for 1/72nd scale, which is very, very small. Unfortunately, I did get the one figure that the mold was down the center, and I'm hoping I'm the only person that got one of those and it's not molded that way. If it is, Lucas, you may want to look into that and have that guy redone so the mold line is down his arms instead of across his face, because at that scale it's going to be very difficult to fix it and you may lose his face trying to get rid of that mold line. Other than that, everything else is really nice and should add to the Star Wars vehicles that you got, especially if you're going to make a little diorama or something like that. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, just throw them in the comments section below and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. I hope you all have a great night. Take care and bye-bye.